So, who is Brad Crawford? Not that knowing who I am changes anything regarding your desire to know how to become successful in an internet business, but just to give you a foundation to work from, I wanted to take a moment to share a bit about myself. I'm a 52-year-old grandfather of two, an 8-year-old grandson, and a 10-month-old granddaughter. I have 3 daughters, all out of the house, which leaves me and my wife of 30 years as happy-go-lucky empty nesters. Now, as you can tell from the 10-point buck mounted behind me, I enjoy hunting, and really, I enjoy fishing even more. I'm a big-time movie buff, and I enjoy creating abstract art from time to time, as you can see from the piece behind me called Blue Blizzard. I live in Lubbock, Texas, population of around 300,000, and home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders and Buddy Holly. I'm a U.S. Navy veteran that served 3 years during the Desert Storm era, and I used to struggle with people talking to me and thanking me for my service because I wasn't involved in the thick of things like many of my brothers and sisters in arms. Now, I understand now that everyone plays their part, and I accept their thanks better than I used to. But during my stint in the military, I was mostly doing temporary assigned duties like working in the kitchen, in a supply closet, a concession booth, or popping popcorn to raise money for the squadron I was attached to. In other words, not real glorious work for someone designated as an aviation electrician's mate. But that's what I did during Desert Storm. I popped popcorn 7 days a week, 10 hours a day, for 10 and a half months. I suppose the boys on my ship needed to eat their popcorn during their break, and man, did they eat a lot of it. Needless to say, popcorn has rarely been eaten since, and usually only at the movie theater. From the business side of things, I'm a licensed insurance agent, and I've been in the industry for 20 years now. I currently work for a local agency as a commercial service agent, and my wife and I also own a bungee fitness gym as a side hustle. You know what? That's not where I need to start. Let me go back a few years. From the time I hit my freshman year of high school, I was interested in becoming an entrepreneur of some kind. I was heavily involved in the Future Business Leaders of America and remained involved in FBLA through my senior year. The one thing I discovered about life, dreams, and FBLA is that once I was out of school, no one cared that I was president of some little club in Lubbock, Texas. As a matter of fact, no one cared about my dreams but me. I've always been a rainbow chaser, someone who keeps searching for the one thing that would put me in financial health. That one thing that would allow me to retire with passive income so I could enjoy retirement now while I'm still young enough to actually enjoy retirement. Now that sounds good now that I'm in my 50s, but to be honest, I've been doing that since I left high school. And man, have I chased the rainbows. I honestly don't know the exact dollar amount for the number of failed business ventures in the course of my working career, always finding an empty pot at the end of the rainbow, or how much I've bothered friends and family members with the variety of vitamins, milkshakes, and essential oil distributorships using multi-level plans, but with minimal success, or the high quantity of both completed and uncompleted courses taken that were promising similar success, but ended up with nothing more than an empty wallet and an open-ended promise that was never fulfilled. Or even brick and mortar opportunities that for one reason or another never became all that I had hoped for and spent countless hours and dollars on to try and make it happen. But there is one number I do know, and that number is 30. 30 years. 30 years I've been searching for that one thing. And for 30 years, it has eluded me. Until now. I may be a gray-haired old fart, but that doesn't keep me from recognizing something special when I see it. And that is what I've latched onto. I've discovered what the one thing is for me, and it's the reason that I'm here in front of you now. Have I attained the level of success I desired all these years? No, not yet. But what I have acquired is the vehicle that will get me where I desire to be. You know, there's not a building out there that stands successfully unless the builder first has the proper tool bag to pull from in order to build it. And that's what I've found. And now that I have the tool bag in hand, I'm learning the way to build my success. How? By using the blueprints provided through the main tool in my tool bag. And because we're walking this journey together, I desire to share every step along the way with you. Does that mean that I'm all that and a major success story to behold? No. All it means is that I'm maybe a few steps ahead of you, which gives me an advantage to do what I really want to do on my way to success. I want to share how I'm becoming successful as it happens. That way, I get to share what tools I'm using along the way, so if you decide you truly want to walk a similar path at the same time I do, you can. And at the end of the path, we have an opportunity to shake one another's hand and congratulate each other on a job well done. Now, I know the first question many of you may have. Is it the only tool you should consider? No. Because not everyone out there is made to use the same tool for the design of their success. Mine might be different than yours. Therefore, yours may require a different tool than mine does. All I know is that the tool I've found to work for me does just that. It works for me. And what's more, it could even work for you, since it's worked for many before me, many who are already using it alongside me, and many more that will use it after me. So, Brad, what is this tool you're talking about? What is this one thing you've found, you may ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. The answer is called the 15-Day Challenge. Now, before you just go off and try to jump ahead of me, let me share a couple of pointers right from the start before you jump the gun. First, you need to know that this will require a commitment on your part. Why do I say that? Because I believe many people see the videos like this, they look further into them, and then they find that there's a financial commitment and then throw their hands in the air because they're looking for a quick fix to their financial problems, something to solve their now issues. And this is not that. If you're searching for an easy button where all your problems are righted within a split second from hitting the button, buddy, you're in the wrong place and you need to move on. That's right, I'm serious, because I don't want to waste your time nor mine by answering your hate comments, which I won't do anyway. The 15-Day Challenge is not an easy button any more than it's a scam, which brings me to the second point. Scams, by definition, are intended to fraudulently take people's money and leave them with nothing. By the very nature of its structure, the information and guarantees found within the 15-Day Challenge prove that it's not worthy of this kind of title. As a matter of fact, because of the level of success found by the sheer number of regular people like you and me that have chosen to use the blueprints and tools discussed in the challenge, it proves to be just the opposite of a scam. It's authentic. The third point, be teachable. In other words, walk into the challenge with an open mind, ready to learn. Lay aside your skepticism for 2 weeks as you take these baby steps toward freedom and put all the pressures of everyday life on the sidelines until you see the simplicity that this 15-day challenge brings with it. Will I know everything I need to know to become successful online, you wonder? If I answered yes, you'd stop in your tracks and jump on board immediately, right? Well, if I'm being drop dead honest, the answer is no. The 15-day challenge is intended to give you a foundation on which to build, just like our building metaphor requires. You can't build any building without a foundation, can you? And that is just what this challenge does. It builds the foundation for you. So before you choose to accept the challenge, make sure you're mentally prepared. You have to be in the right mindset to create change, and that is what the challenge is all about. Changing your mindset so you can mentally be able to receive the tools that create your success. Now for the final point. Expect to invest in the challenge. What? An investment? You expect me to lay down cold hard cash for this? Yes. Yes, I do. But hear me out. Don't jump ship until you understand two things about this expectation. First, it should be obvious, but I'm going to say it anyway because I don't want you thinking I'm trying to pull the wool over your eyes. We aren't talking about an easy button, remember? We're talking about an authentic business plan to help you achieve whatever financial goals you possess. As such, this isn't to be treated as a run-of-the-mill, here today, gone tomorrow, BS, sweet-talking sales pitch that gives you the open-ended promises I mentioned I've experienced in the past myself. This is a business plan, and as with any legitimate business, this requires you, the entrepreneur, to have some skin in the game. Well, Brad, how much are we talking here? Well, this brings me to the second expectation. I've been expected to fork over upwards of 10 grand for various courses I've been a part of before. So if we were really looking at the expense of starting up a legitimate business, 10 grand is a drop in the bucket compared to the expense of starting up franchises like McDonald's or Starbucks or any other Fortune 500 level company out there that start at 150 grand and go up from there. 10 grand? Are you kidding me? I can't afford 10 grand, you say? Good. I'm not even talking about 10 grand. I'm not talking about 5 grand or even 1 grand. Well, how much are we talking about then, you ask? You ready for this? $7. That's it. Just $7. And you can start your journey in understanding how we can find success together. What? That's all? Yep. Of course, when you get to around day 5, you'll visit with someone that will share other ways you can enhance your business, other tools you can put in your tool bag that help you build your success at a faster pace. But $7 is all that is required to start your business now, today. That's it. So with all that being said, and now knowing who you're viewing and listening to, I challenge you. I didn't say I challenge your opinions. I didn't say I challenge your values or your skepticism. I said I challenge you, the entrepreneur. The one just like me that dares to chase the rainbows. Forget about past mistakes and failed attempts. Those no longer matter. Forget what others say about you. They aren't the ones who dream the way that you do. Forget about reluctance or regrets. Even if you've missed an opportunity here or there that did become successful and you were left standing there with your hands in the empty pockets. Those days are over with. And today marks your new beginning. Today is the day you have a chance to find the one thing that can literally change everything for you. Are you up to the challenge? Are you willing to accept what's being presented to you and say, yes, I'm willing to commit to 15 days of laying the foundation so I can finally press toward the financial success I desire? Can you see us walking this journey together as virtual partners, building the 4 walls of our success at the same time? If not, no harm, no foul. I truly wish you the best in whatever you believe will get you there. And maybe, just maybe, I'll see you again. But if so, then I double dog dare you. That's right, I double dog dare you. Click the link in either the description or the pinned comment or in my bio to get started. Again, remember, we'll be walking through this challenge together. Once you take that step, I'll send you an email every day for the next 15 days to discuss what you are challenged with. And we can even exchange some discussion together if you choose to do so along the way. Not only that, but because you've subscribed to my channel or my page, I'll be posting additional things I've learned along the path ahead of you, so you can gain a few steps in your journey. That's it. You now know who you're talking with, who you're walking with, and you know what the challenge is all about. So click the link and get started now. Oh, one last thing. If you haven't subscribed to my channel or my page yet, take just a moment to like, subscribe, and follow me. And make sure to punch the notification button so you'll know when my next video is ready to be absorbed. Let's lean on one another, live life among each other, and learn all we can together, shall we? I'll see you in the next video, my friend. Bye for now.